opinion. That's the way I feel. And I believe Tom Brady would get criticism if Jack is the quarterback on a team and he comes out the stands and started throwing pat and go. And if Jack were to throw a touchdown, would come out there and chest bump a bunch of guys on the field. Yes, I believe Tom Brady would get criticism, and rightfully so.
Okay. I do appreciate your objectivity here. If you've ever been objective about LeBron, I'm not sure, but on this you are. I also love Kendrick. We've had him on the show numbers of times. Hope to have him back. I appreciate the guts he has to go out there on Twitter and take a stand. I just happen not to agree with this stand because I'm going to have to take the literal example that he used. You know how sacred Tom Brady views the quarterback-receiver rapport and relationship. It's the essence of what he does. Quick release, timing, anticipation with the wideout, Julian Edelman, who is completely on his wavelength. So the last thing I believe Tom would ever even consider doing is going out during pregame while the kid quarterback and Pop Warner is trying to continue to establish rapport with his receivers and preempt that, upstage that by saying, let me throw to the receivers. But let's take it one more hypothetical step. If he did, at least it's a collaboration. If young Shannon's on the field, he could say, I caught a pass from Tom Brady in pregame. It would probably happen more in practice. You know, if Tom went out, if the receivers begged Tom during a practice, Mr. Brady, please throw us a couple of passes. Okay, practice ends, and you go out, and they run a couple of pat and goes, and he throws them a little deep ball, and they catch it. Okay, is that a cool thing for those little kids? Sure, that would be a cool thing because it's a collaboration. They have to catch what he throws. Would he throw him a rocket? No, he's not going to try to knock a kid down like Peyton did in that Saturday Night Live skit that he did.
Saturday Night Live skit.
Right? Okay.
Good memory.
But the point is that LeBron didn't collaborate in the layup line. I told you, if he had gone out for his kid, Bronny, and thrown him a little alley-oop so that Bronny could dunk pregame, that's cool. You know, that's like father-son. And LeBron is obviously all-time great, so it's like a cool thing to watch. But he didn't do that. He got in the layup line with 8th and 9th graders, and when it was his turn, he goes up as hard as he can go, and he slams it. He thunder dunks it as hard as he can dunk it. That just upstaged everybody. That wasn't about parenting. That was about LeBron failing to manage his own ego. And again, I'm going deeper psychologically here, but he's had a hard run over the last 6-odd months. The Clippers are now taking over L.A. The Clippers are now favored to win the NBA championship in, quote-unquote, his town. And I think he's feeling a little underappreciated and out of the spotlight, and he's attention-starved. And he knows if he dunks in his kid's layup line, it's going viral because he's LeBron. It's just shocking to see it.
I'm not going to go that far. I don't think he thought that in depth. But for me, this notion is that if I have a child and I'm a professional athlete and I don't come on the court and I don't celebrate with them, I'm not a good parent.
Okay.
When did that ever happen? Because Skip, I'm hearing that. Skip, I believe you can be a great. So every parent that doesn't come out there and take BP, if A-Rod had a son and he doesn't take BP, but he shows up at the game, he's not a good parent. Tom Brady doesn't throw passes in pat and go line, he's not a good parent. If Shannon Sharp doesn't get out there and run routes with his kid, he's not a good parent. The only point I've ever tried to make and was trying to make, Skip, I just felt he stepped over the line once he, like I said, if he wanted to shoot a shot from the sideline, got no problem with that.
Okay.
But once he did this, I thought he was wrong. Okay,
now that's upstaging his kid and all the kids in the layup line.
Right.
But this is my 2 cents from a distance. He is not a bad parent. Not only is he not a bad parent, I think he might be a great parent. I have no issue with him cheering for his kid because he is so into it. It's fun to watch. How many parents did I grow up watching who did that? And by the way, I wish I'd had LeBron as my father, because my father was an abusive creep who never went to one of my games and did nothing but try to tear me down. LeBron is trying to build his kids up, and it's like LeVar Ball. You know, do you love to a fault? Do you love them too hard and too much? Do you go a little too far with it? Maybe, but I'd rather have that than what I grew up with. I'll tell you that.
What makes LeBron such a great parent is that he had really no one to look to for guidance.
Okay.
His mom and dad weren't together, so he's like,
I got it. But his mom was there.
I just believe his mom was there.
Yeah.
He just knew what he didn't want to be as a parent.
Okay.
And I think he goes above and beyond that when his kids have something, because a lot of times they say after a long day, he's going to make sure, if at all possible, he's going to be at basketball games.
Okay.
If Zuri has a recital or something, he's going to make it a point to be there. And so I think he's not a good parent. He's a great parent.
Okay, I'm with you.
But I just disagree with him in this situation.
And by the way, for Kendrick, Tom Brady has been hugely criticized for his parenting skills with both his son and his daughter, because remember Tom versus Time, he kissed his son. And again, I don't ever tell anybody how to parent. My parents would have never even thought about kissing me, but that's how I've told you, Tom's best friends his age say when he sees them after a while, I know my friend Jay Feely always says, first thing Tom does, comes up and kisses him on a cheek. That's just who Tom, that's how he was raised and how he's raising his son. I got no problem. That's his choice. That's his parenting.
Yeah, Skip.
And then, remember, he took his little girl to the edge of the cliff, and it looked like she wasn't quite ready. She's 6 years old, and he cliff dived with her. And it was a little scary, but, okay, I assume Mama was there. I assume she had signed off, but I don't know. But he got widely criticized for that. So there are two parenting moments where Tom's like, he took his share of abuse, right?
Right. And for me, Skip, the one thing I'll never do is tell a parent how they should or shouldn't love their kid. For me, you know, the way my grandfather always said, and people my age will relate, you got a roof over your head, you got food in your stomach and clothes in your back, I love you. I ain't got to kiss you and tell you I love you and do all that other stuff. So if you want to kiss your child or however you want to show affection, got no problem with that. None whatsoever. But I agree with you. I believe had Tom Brady done something similar at a football game, I believe Tom would have taken some criticism. And that's what the crux of what we're debating now. If Tom Brady had thrown pat and go when his son on the field, would he have gotten some criticism? Yes, I'm sure some people would have said the same thing that they're saying about LeBron. They're never going to get an opportunity to catch a pass from LeBron. They're never going to be on the field with a LeBron, field with Tom Brady like they are on the court with LeBron. But I just believe in this situation. And I don't think LeBron has done a whole lot wrong, but I just disagree with him in this situation.
I was growing up and thinking about playing sports. I don't remember the parents that were overly excited. I remember the parents that got escorted out of stadiums, that were yelling at refs. The passion from LeBron, you got to respect it. He can't be at all of Bronny's games. No. I know it's a lot, and maybe some people think it's too much, but the only person we should care about is Bronny. And I'd like to think if he had a problem, he would tell his dad to take a moment, cool down a bit, doesn't need to get involved.
That kid seems to have no problem.
And that's
he
all
seems
that
to be able to
matters.
handle it all.
He's had LeBron as his dad his whole life, and he's not going anywhere.
Hey, LeBron, let your boy get them old purple 16s, though.
Oh, here we go.
That's what we're going on.
Yeah, let me get the purple 16 bronze.
Yep.
Okay, does Dak Prescott deserve more respect? These two, different opinions. We'll tell you next.
Against knockout artist Chris Arreola.
One punch can take anybody out.
Kovnatski versus Arreola. Saturday at 8 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Is that for me?